We expect a very different contest here for Gilas Pilipinas. Coach, after that first game in particular, talking about Thailand, they had to play Indonesia the very next day. So kung nakita mo yung mga minutes ng Thai players, makita mo na there are some players who didn't even play in that second half.
The fatigue will play a factor here for Thailand. This is actually their third game in 4 nights. We battled them last Friday. They took a rest last Saturday. They lost against Indonesia yesterday. And again, we're battling them again. Let's take a look at the starting five for Gilas Pilipinas. Isaac Go will start. Matt Nieto will be our starting point guard. Kemar Carino at power forward. Dwight Ramos again at power forward also. And Justin Baltazar.
Well, we talked about Dwight Ramos a while ago, so tignan natin mga numbers niya in that first game against Thailand. Again, very perfect night here for Dwight. And if you have been following Gilas basketball, even during that matchup against Indonesia last time around, he was a standout performer, even though we had PBA players in that team.
And I was just pleasantly surprised with the kind of attack that he made in that particular ball game. He was shooting on floaters, he was attacking with reckless abandon, finishing with his left hand. He was also spreading out and shooting from deep. 19 minutes, 20 points, 7 out of 7 from the field. Just a perfect ball game for Dwight Ramos.
Take a look here at the starting lineup for Thailand. And Coach, can we expect a different type of rotation from this Thai team, knowing that kailangan na panalo against this particular Gilas team, who's very young, doesn't necessarily have the pro experience that they do, talking about Thailand. And you have to feel that it is last chance saloon for them in this group.
May desperation na itong Thailand. They're 0-3 right now. At alam nila that this is a make or break ball game for them. And the usual start or scorers for their team, which were basically absent last Friday, kailangan mag-perform in a much better way offensively para makatulong sa kanilang koponan. But I like the way Gilas Pilipinas prepared defensively. Yung kanilang mga scorers were really bothered by our leech-like defense, and the schemes defensively, ang ganda ng ating fast break and transition defense, and also yung ating half-court defense.
Well, taking a look at the Philippines, it's not the biggest, not the tallest Philippine team that we could come up with. But these young big men have been performing very well for Coach John Wichico and the rest of the coaching staff. Take a look, of course, at Justin Baltazar, the lone representative of the De La Salle University Green Archers. And of course, you have Big Chill in Isaac Go, who has been performing very admirably for Gilas ever since he has been part of that program. But take a look first at Justin Baltazar. What impressed you, Coach?
Maganda yung kanyang numbers. Look at that, only 16 minutes, but he was able to score 12 points on 5 out of 8 shooting for 62.5%. He was also able to grab 6 rebounds, had 2 assists, 1 steal, and 1 block. But what impressed me the most really is his player efficiency rating. Can you imagine, in 16 minutes, our team was plus 32? That is unheard of. That is exactly the kind of contribution. Again, ito si Justin Baltazar. You know that he is for the long haul.
Well, for Thailand, of course, it wasn't necessarily a great night for them. But one player, Montien Wongsawangtak, had a good night against the Philippines in 22 minutes. 17 points, 2 of 6 from beyond the arc. Yung first quarter na yun, that point of attack of Thailand was from beyond the arc, especially from the court.
He's a deadly three-point shooter. Take a look at this guy, number 10. He played 22 minutes, scored 17 points, 6 out of 11 from the field for 54%, and he was 2 out of 6 from deep for 33%. He's 30 years old. He's one of the veterans in this lineup. He is 6 feet flat, and you know that he has the confidence to play good basketball for Thailand.
Again, this Thailand team, very experienced in terms of age, in terms of even facing the Philippines in different types of competitions. They have come close to challenging the Philippines, especially in the SEA Games in 2017. That's one thing to remember. And even in the latest edition of 2019, they showed a bit more fight than siguro most people expected when they came up against an all-PBA roster last time around. So you can never ever count out Thailand, who are growing in stature in the region in basketball.
Nakakatakot talaga itong Thailand, especially with their splendid performance against Korea. They only lost by 7 points. But of course, the big-time player in that roster, yung kanilang import na si Lamb. He is not playing in this window, kaya nahihirapan sila mag-generate ng puntos galing sa kanilang mga local players.
Of course, the question now is, will fatigue finally catch up with Thailand? And will that be enough? Philippines wins the tip-off. Gilas Pilipinas in all white tonight. Thailand in all blue. They go to Isaac Go. Kicking out to Ramos. Ramos has had a perfect night last time around. Great pass to Baltazar. The jumper's good.
Pinapakita ni Baltazar talaga na meron siyang perimeter jumper. We also saw that in game 1 last Friday. Every time he gets that shot, from usually we call it the dunker spot, but it's a little bit farther. He knows how to shoot from that angle. Yung mga 12 to 16, kayang-kaya ni Baltazar.
Turnover here for Thailand. And the big men of Gilas Pilipinas, they have shown that they have the range. Baltazar a while ago showing that he has that perimeter touch. Now operating up top, Isaac Go. Great pass inside Nieto, unmolested for the layup.
Perpetual action, moving without the ball, unselfish basketball plays. This is one of the good things. Every time you see Isaac Go handle the ball, he always has a good eye and passing skills for a big man his size.
Of course, majority of this Gilas Pilipinas team, a product of Ateneo de Manila, much to the chagrin of all the Lasalians out there, including myself. Thailand still off the mark from beyond the arc. In that first quarter, in that first game between Thailand and Gilas Pilipinas, they found their mark, especially from the corners, and Gilas Philippines adjusted in that second quarter, Coach. You have to feel that they would take notice of that as the Philippines hits from beyond the arc.
7-0 run here to open the first quarter for the Philippines. You just can't see it in Thailand being bothered by the full court pressing defense of the Philippines. Another turnover, 9-0 run. And for Thailand, they must call a timeout because Philippines is just playing with so much confidence.
Confidence, energy, the pressing defense doing wonders here for Gilas Pilipinas. And Thailand still scoreless. 2 minutes into the game.
And you have to remember, when we faced them last Friday, 22 forced turnovers and 28 points off the turnovers for the Philippines. And that is exactly what is happening again dito sa first quarter. Yung aggressiveness natin sa depensa, ang dami natin nakukuhang deflections.
Thailand looking for their first bucket. That is in and out. Still no joy again. So much energy from the Philippines defensively as Ramos is hurt going inside. Take a look at the drive again and just dragged down there. Well, Coach, again, perfect night. See Dwight last time around, 7 of 7 from the field. And if you're Thailand, you're going to make sure that that does not happen again.
No easy baskets, of course. But I was surprised, or I think they're going to review this, whether it's a flagrant foul, because the player from Thailand was obviously not going for the basketball. Kumbaga parang hinila niya si Dwight Ramos pababa. That was dangerous.
The referee's discussing just that. And you have to question whether or not Thailand will have the mental strength to bounce back after, again, a tough loss against Indonesia just the other day. Again, they were actually leading that game for quite a bit, and they felt that that was a game that was definitely winnable despite not having top talents in this team.
So the referees decided that it's just a regular foul. No need for them to upgrade it to a flagrant foul. And I wonder what the law is all about. Let's take a look at this once again.
At least we saw kanina na review nila, and you can see that they're just dragging down that right arm.
Itong si Jai Sanuk, making sure na hindi makakuha ng madaling tira. Itong si Dwight Ramos, again, perfect start for the Philippines. Still nothing to show itong Thailand. But they're taking their time. Ito, kasama talaga to sa review mechanism ng FIBA referees. They just want to make sure na tama yung kanilang itatawag. Ayan, in-upgrade na. And I thought that was the right call when I saw it the first time. Dun sa slow-mo, 'Di ba? Hindi siya kumbaga parang hinabol yung bola. He was just really after the man and not the ball. That will be against Jai Sanuk of Thailand.
Ramos drains the first, making it a 10-0 run immediately for Gilas. Again, Dwight, a lot of people are saying that he's still going to play in the UAP, he's still going to play in the college level. And people are saying that, pwede siyang dumiretso sa PBA. But, that's neither here or there at the moment. 11-0 start rather for Gilas Pilipinas against Thailand. Their defense has been oppressive here. Let's see what Thailand could do to try and recover.
พร้อมนะไม่เป็นไรไม่เป็นไรการแต้มเปลี่ยนแต้มให้คะแนนต้องการ2 บุกไม่ใช่ลงไปแล้วบอลเสียแต้มทุกคนไม่รู้ทำอะไรเลยรู้แล้วคว้างออกมานี่มันไม่ใช่ไงมันไม่ใช่สติที่จะลงไปเล่นเข้าใจไหมถ้าคนที่สติจะมาเล่นจะเสียแต้ม20 30 แต้ม 50 แต้มไม่ว่าแต่สติลงไปเล่นคุณต้องรู้ว่าบอลตกปุ๊บคุณต้องทำอะไรต่อไม่ใช่คุณยืนแม่งมองให้ลุงแม่งคว้างข้ามหัวมา
Despite the pandemic and the recent typhoons, one thing made us realize na anumang hamon ng mundo, magkasama tayo. Parang isang basketball team na may isang goal in mind, ang manalo at malagpasan ang mga challenges na kinakaharap. This Christmas, kahit na walang regalo, ang hiling ko sana ay laging masaya tayo. Tuloy pa rin, Pasko. If you take a look at Gilas Pilipinas, again, Coach Perfect start here. Their defense has been something that Thailand have had a hard time unlocking here very early in the ball game. All the energy is with Gilas.
And you can see that the Philippines is really raring to go, forcing a lot of miscues. Only 2 attempts so far for Thailand. 0 out of 2 from the field. And that pressing defense just making life miserable on the execution department for Thailand. That was our first turnover. Mali yung calibration ni Dwight Ramos sa kanyang cross-court pass to Mac Nieto.
I had to check kung may turnovers na si Dwight ng first game. And that may be one of the few blemishes in his trip to Bahrain so far. He only had 1 last time around. So let's see if he can keep that down dito. It's game 2 between Philippines and Thailand. Thailand now operating on high pick and roll, going inside. And a chance to finally end the drought from the free throw stripe. Driving inside there, and looks like Ramos and Baltazar puts him in between. Shot ball, and you can hear a bit of celebration there. I think that's coming from the Gilas Pilipinas bench actually. Again, walang crowd in this bubble environment, and it feels like there's a bit of gamesmanship between the 2 benches. Kasi nakita naman natin yung Thai bench, hindi sila cheer eh. So,
I don't think we will cheer when they make a basket. But baka sound effects lang yun.
O baka nga. Nieto, inside again.
The second time already, we've seen that kind of a play. Itong si Isaac Go getting the ball at the high post, and instead of looking on his dribble, he was really looking for guys cutting strong to the basket. And for the second straight time, si Mac Nieto was a recipient of a brilliant assist pass from the big man.
Well, Isaac Go has shown us that he can be a playmaker as well. Thailand still have yet to score a field goal here, almost another turnover. Again, that defense of the Philippines, it's just been so difficult to break, and Suerte will send another Thai player to the line.
Fatigue will always be an issue here for Thailand, because we've talked about the number of games that they played in the last 4 days. This will be their 3rd ball game. And it was a close one against Thailand. We were talking about yung load management that they did against the Philippines. Yung tambak na sila, hindi na nila ginamit yung kanilang mga key players dahil naghahanda sila doon sa laban nila sa Indonesia. In fact, they were only down by 2 points at the end of the half. But pagdating ng 3rd quarter, ayun na, rumatsyada na yung Indonesia.
Watana Sutisin gets both the fall. Again, all the points from Thailand coming from the stripe at the moment. And tama ka nga, Coach. I think it is sound effects, yung hearing that we are hearing. Just to clarify, kasi iba rin yung usapan if the other bench is cheering if the other team scores. Nieto, cross-court pass, Ramos. Goes for the drive, kicks that out. Tapped outside. David Defonso now in the game as well. And for Gilas, again, what a great first quarter they had so far. In contrast to their game one, it feels they're more loose now this time around. Well, that shot was taken from way outside and had to be taken the short shot clock as a goal with a miss.
Oh, we had anxious moments in the first quarter last Friday, especially when their shooters started to hit from the outside. A lot of threes coming from yung kanilang number 10 guy, the best shooter in the team, itong si Wong Sao Angkam. He had 2 3-pointers, and not only that, pati si Jai Sanok was 4 out of 8 from deep for 50%. So, sinusubukan talaga ng Thailand to break itong full court pressing defense ng Philippines by trying to push the ball and attack on fast breaks.
Chanatip Jakrawan going to the line again. And Thailand only scoring exclusively from free throws so far. And yes, I can confirm that did went in.
And this is another guy that I thought from a scouting report did a tremendous job, because he scored 15 points against Indonesia. But against us, he was only able to score 4 points on 2 out of 5 shooting from the field. He is the best big man in the Thai league. In fact, he is their MVP.
Kapag siya yung version na ni
Junmar Fajardo. Batang-bata yan, 24 years old lamang.
So again, Philippine fans, watch out for him, because I'm sure years from now we're gonna hear of him, especially sa mga SEA Games, the regional meets, and this level as well. So far, Gilas Pilipinas defensively is showing a very aggressive presence. So, and have been sending Thailand to the line. Coach, do we expect a bit of a change there to calm things down, prevent them from going to the line?
We had an awesome start when we started to force turnovers, and all of a sudden parang uncomfortable itong atake nitong Thailand. We really looked so good. But the problem is when you defend aggressively, you will be susceptible to committing a lot of fouls. Yun ang nangyari sa atin dito with 6 minutes left. Team penalty na tayo, and lahat ng 7 points itong Thailand, lahat from the free throw line.
If you're the Philippines, you're saying that they've only attempted 2 field goal attempts, talking about Thailand. So they're not even letting them have shots as Baltazar is inside. Isaac Go trying to give it to Baltazar. Second chance points here. Nieto with the jumper.
Nice pull-up jumper for Matt Nieto. And third attack for us after getting the offensive rebounds 2 times and multiple possessions for Gilas Pilipinas, again showing the kind of aggressiveness that we have to crash the board.
And move the ball around now. That's better from Thailand. Still nothing though, and that is their first field goal. Now for Jai Sanok, getting them on the board in terms of field goals. Nieto off this time, and Isaac Go tries to save it and eventually does. Loses here, chance for Thailand to run on the break. Quick hand there from Nieto, but open look inside. And Thailand finding a bit of rhythm here, and all of a sudden it's just a 4-point lead.
Again, we've been talking about the exploits of their big man, itong si Jakrawan, the tallest player in their team, and finishing off with a slam dunk.
Ramos, oh, he's still feeling it. Again, perfect from the field last time around, continuing that here.
Taas ng kumpiyansa nitong si Ramos, at napaka-importanting tira para sa Pilipinas dahil humahabol na, nagkakaroon na ng momentum itong Thailand.
Open look from the corner, the first real open look that they've had so far based on their movement. And now Thailand pressing and getting the end one.
Bad decision on the part of Baltazar. Could not get a good outlet pass. Turned the ball over, and to compound the woes, he will be guilty for that personal foul and a chance for a three-point play for Thailand.
Well, that amazing play of the quarter is powered by Smart. Experience next level speeds with Smart 5G. Gomez Deliano will check in alongside Kobe Paras as we look for a different look here. 18-13 is the count. Thailand at the beginning exclusively got their points from the free throw line, but we're seeing a more aggressive Thai team here. It's at the second part of the first quarter.
Nakakuha sila ng magandang momentum. When we started fouling, they started to go to the free throw line. Almost another turnover for the Philippines. We're only up by 4 points.
Both of that, and Baltazar arguing that, yeah, it should stay with the white shirts. Omzeliano will go to line after Suklisin wrapped him up. Rather, they will call that on the floor and call for time. Right, rather that was a substitution, so Dwight Ramos will inbound here for the Philippines. 4-point lead still for Gilas. Cross court, Baltazar. Defonso now to Ramos. Ramos going inside and foul on the floor again. But so far, coach, after what was a very poor start from Thailand, they have been responding a lot better here against Gilas.
We've been turning the ball over a lot of times. In our last 3 possessions, we turned the ball over 2 times, and this seems like we did not get a clean look at the basket.
Oh, what a smooth move, but unable to finish. A chance again for Thailand to attack on the break. Great find inside Baltazar with interior defense.
Doing a much better job itong Gilas Pilipinas, sprinting down on defense, no transition basket for Thailand, and just having his hands up. Itong si Baltazar, he knows for a fact na team penalty na tayo and we don't want to gamble too much and trying to steal the ball dahil baka makapag-foul na naman tayo, dadalhin na naman natin ng Thailand sa free throw line.
Shot from beyond the arc is good. Defonso on the mark.
No critical basket, but every time you face a zone, you want to make sure that your three-point shooters will be in sync. Itong si David Defonso only scored 2 points last Friday, pero ngayon, meron na siyang 3 puntos.
Thailand now going inside as well. Going in and out, looking for the 3. Can't get it. Coach, in that first game, nakita natin yung Thailand shifting from man to zone. And you have to feel, if you're Coach Tap Baldwin and Coach John Wichico, you're teaching your players to identify quickly what defense they're playing as. Ladies and gentlemen, I'm sorry, but White Ramos finally missed a shot.
But what is so obvious here is the intensity of Gilas Pilipinas. You know that once in a while, because of their youthful exuberance, nagkukommit sila ng mga unnecessary fouls. But ang maganda talaga yung energy na pinapakita nila, yung enthusiasm nila. Every time they step inside the basketball court, constant sa kanila yung kanilang aggressiveness sa depensa.
Well, Javi Gomez Deliano checks in. Ildefonso goes inside, kicking out to Baltazar. Paras, swing that outside. Juan Gomez Deliano.
A great pass by Kobe Paras. He did not even look at the rim. He was just so willing to make that extra pass to his UP teammate na si Juan Gomez Deliano. Juan Gomez Deliano had 12 points last Friday, and a lot coming from beyond the white line.
On the attack again is Thailand, trying to go inside the paint. Nothing there though. Now a chance for the Philippines to run. That was a bit too far there for his brother. They don't have the numbers, but they go to the open wing. Corner shot is no good. Second chance here for Thailand. Another shot from 3. Still off the mark. Third chance here for Thailand. Thinking about it, going inside, the floater finally falls.
Oh, 1 out of 4 for Wang Bun. And this is their best scorer in their lineup, itong si Wang Bun. We were able to defend him last Friday. He only shot 1 out of 12 from the field for 8.3%. But against Indonesia, he exploded and score 32 big points. So alam mo na talagang may kumpiyansa daw pero nadidepensahan lang siya ng Gilas Pilipinas.
Gilas pushing the issue here, but then Thailand able to reset defensively. Back here and trying to slow down this Gilas offense, and it's been stuttering, coach. What has Thailand been doing differently here?
Ano mo, parang unforced turnovers lang tayo eh. Mali lang yung ating mga pasa, hindi natin nakikita yung yung tamang timpla ng pasa natin. Kanina, overhead pass, turnover, hindi nasalo ni Matt Nieto. Ito naman, nagkaroon ng misunderstanding dahil hindi tumuloy sa pagkat si Justin Baltazar. But yung ganitong mga mistakes, alam naman natin na konting oras pa lang magkakasama itong mga players na to. Pero, kumbaga, correctable mistakes yun. They will find it better in terms of playing together, yung chemistry nila, understanding exactly the tendencies of each other. But what is nice is at least they're fighting. Yes, they're turning the ball over a lot of times too, but they're also forcing a lot of turnovers as well.
Offensive foul there. Will go the other way. Again, very young team, this Gilas Pilipinas team. In fact, average age of this group is only 23, and typically yan po yung age ng mga rookies sa PBA. So the experience is not necessarily there. But chance now for the Philippines to score from the line.
Samantala itong Thailand, 28 years old yung kanilang average age. So mas batak sa laban, marami ng international experience itong kanilang mga manlalaro. But ang maganda kasi sa atin yung surprise package eh. Itong mga kalaban natin, hindi kilala itong pinadala natin dito sa Bahrain. Kaya nahihirapan sila basahin yung tendencies ng mga manlalaro natin.
Carino misses the first of two. Misses both. And the ball will stay with the Philippines here, 24-16. Again, in that first game, tumayo yung Pilipinas in that second quarter where they outscored Thailand 32-10. Well, so far, nothing similar here just yet as Kobe Paras misses inside. Was blown against Thailand once more. 30.3 left on the clock, 14 seconds on the shot clock. If you're Coach John Wichico, can you talk about the challenge that he had to face molding this young group together? Because if you're coaching pros, you don't necessarily have to teach them certain things compared to young players.
Oh, what is nice is that itong si Coach John Wichico talagang teacher to eh. We know his success in the PBA. 9-time PBA champion, but meron din siyang extensive experience as head coach of Gilas Pilipinas in the Southeast Asian Games. You have to remember in the 2013 edition of the Southeast Asian Games, pati na rin yung 2017 Kuala Lumpur SEA Games, pareho yun, gold medal tayo, courtesy of Coach John Wichico.
So he knows how to navigate against our opponents in the region, despite young lineups. Thailand now attacking, now kicking out. Overlook from the corner. They finally make a three.
Oh, that's his favorite. Yung corner three-pointer na yun, same shot that he took and made last Friday.
1 of 8 now is Thailand from beyond the arc. And we answer back correctly.
Oh, just a sweet shooter. No time left to end the first quarter. Talagang alam niya yung sitwasyon, and Gomez de Leano again, itong si Juan was able to knock down a three-pointer.
Well, they answered the only three of Thailand in the first quarter with another three at the buzzer. The Philippines leading Thailand 27-19 after the first 10 minutes of action. Take a look at the highlights from that first quarter. Again, the Philippines going on a big run to start out. In fact, not even allowing Thailand to shoot from the field for the better part of the first part of the first quarter. Coach, what did Gilas do in that first quarter rather, that you feel can they replicate throughout the game?
For the first 6 minutes, we were able to force a lot of turnovers, and not only that, our execution was excellent. A lot of assist passes. Isaac Go was able to hit Matt Nieto a lot of times. He was also able to score from the outside with his first three-pointer. But towards the latter part of the first quarter, gumanda na rin itong performance ng Thailand. They started to get going. As soon as they made a lot of free throws, they were also able to score on fast breaks, kaya nakatigit ng bahagya. Pero maganda rin yung mga timely shots nitong si Juan Gomez de Leaño, kaya medyo nagkaroon din tayo ng magandang separation.
Of course, Thailand making changes, adjusting on the fly, and coach, that defense that they showed, talking about Thailand, especially that zone defense, nahirapan yung Pilipinas.
Nahirapan dahil ang dami natin mga unforced turnovers, talagang self-inflicted pain, ika nga yung nangyari ron. Hindi naman talaga malakas yung depensa ng Thailand, nagkakaiba lang dahil masama yung ating mga pasa.
See whether or not Thailand can switch things up here. Again, it scores 27-19 in favor of the Philippines. Again, this is the third game in 4 days for Thailand, and the Philippines has a bit more rest. Of course, Thailand suffering a disappointing loss against Indonesia just the other day. So they are looking to bounce back here. Wala nang load management dito para sa Thailand. They know that they need to get a victory against the Philippines here. Good cut inside in the basket for Gomez de Leaño.
The first time to see action itong si Oftana, and hitting the moving target na si Javi Gomez de Leaño.
Well, that amazing play of the quarter is powered by Smart. Experience next level speeds with Smart 5G. 10-point lead here for the Philippines. Thailand trying to find answers here. Forced shot, very tough look. Ball goes back to Thailand though. Kicking out to the corner. That's their favorite shot, coach.
Itong si Sutisin, yung kanilang veteranong point guard, 35 years old na ito. And he's been playing good basketball for his team. He's shooting from the outside. He's also doing a good job facilitating for his teammates.
And Gomez de Leaño could not get that back. For Sutisin, 2 of 5 now from beyond the arc. Good stop there from Kobe. Again, couldn't really get going offensively in that first game. Talking about Kobe Paras, and I'm sure everyone will remember his dunk, but he would have loved a better offensive production as Juan Gomez de Leaño heating up offensively here.
8 points all coming off the bench. So good adjustment for Coach Jong with Chico. He started this ball game with Matt Nieto. Tapos ito namang si Gomez de Leaño, scorching hot in this ball game.
Gets the turnover, talking about the Philippines. As they're trying to lay the hammer down on Thailand here. Leaño, great pass to the other corner, and that is good.
Galing naman ang pasahan itong magkapatid na to. Itong si Javi Gomez de Leaño, also 5-point production coming off the bench for Philippines, and this is now the biggest lead for Gilas Pilipinas at 12 points.
I'm sure it feels good to play with your brother, coach. I mean, that type of connection, you can't really manufacture that anywhere else.
And you can see kung anong plano minsan ni Coach Jong. Minsan, dahil nga short yung preparation time natin, pinagsasama-sama niya minsan yung mga players from Ateneo. Ngayon, 3 players from UP at 2 San Beda ang kombinasyon niya.
But of course, again, very short preparation time, and with a young group, we're seeing a bit more of that fluidity here as Gilas still with the lead, 34-22.
What time do you want?
เอาข้ามตามมาเลยตัวตรงข้ามอ่ะ
ไอ้เหี้ยซิสเตอร์มันไม่ได้ยิงแม่นเลยกูตาม
มีแต่เบอร์ 1อ่ะ
ก็
ไม่กูบอกแล้วไงว่าเบอร์ 1เนี่ยถ้าลิงจะยิงคุณล็อกไปเลยถ้ามันได้บอลก็ยิงก็เข้ามาชะลอจะเฟดยิงอะไรก็แล้วแต่
แต่ว่าเปลี่ยน
นะให้มันลงล่างไป
เปลี่ยนกันได้
พอเสร็จปุ๊บมันถ่ายบอลปุ๊บก็ล็อกไปเลยแต่เนี่ยมันกลายเป็นว่าพอให้ดูล็อกปุ๊บพอให้ดูมันมีการเปลี่ยนหรือลงมาช้าปั๊บการล็อกมันเลยหายไปไม่เป็นไรเล่น
Juan and Javi Gomez de Leaño have have been great in this game so far. And it's interesting to note that actually, one, the younger of the two, actually has more international experience compared to Javi. But we're seeing a type of connection between the two of them that maybe warrants more time together in the senior team.
Yeah, they just play good basketball together. Itong magkapatid na to. Take a look at that outlet pass. The receiving end was Javi Gomez de Leano. And look at their numbers, 12 points. Actually, baliktad yan eh. 12 points for Juan Gomez de Leano, 9 points for Javi Gomez de Leano. And majority out of the 12 points of Juan, 3 yun eh. Lalong-lalo na nung nagkaroon tayo ng run nung second quarter.
That was an N1 opportunity here for Thailand. They complete that one, turning down the lead to just 9.
And sinasabi natin is si Wang Bun, who only had 4 points against us on a 1 out of 12 shooting last Friday for 8.3% from the field. But against Indonesia, 13 out of 20 for 65%. Ito, nakapag-contribute na naman ng isang field goal itong si Kemar Carino.
Gomez de Leano has been doing a good job distributing the ball here for Gilas in what is effectively in second unit to Coach Jong. Thailand scrambling here, trying to go to the corner, now attacking inside. Trying to test Carino, and open look at the end.
Oh, Jai Sanuk once again with an easy basket.
Gilas again trying to operate against his zone from Thailand.
I'll correct that. That was Jack Rawan, yung kanilang best setter sa kanilang team.
Turnover here for the Philippines as Thailand trying to trim into this lead. Going inside once again, trying to test Carino. Good defense. Trying to calm things down here, Gilas Pilipinas, as De Leano 4-3 gets that to fall. He's been a marksman from outside.
Almost a botched play, turnover, but turning that almost a garbage into precious 3 points again. Itong si Juan Gomez de Leano is just hot in today's ball game. Almost a made 3-pointer for Thailand. That is one thing that they know they have an advantage of because they're basically taller than us. Itong si Chong Yampin loves to get that ball on offensive rebounds and putbacks.
Well, we're hitting our threes, but Thailand is trying their best to keep it within touching distance. Timeout called on the floor.
Dito naman sa kabila sa atin, run something, don't run nothing. Get so many push, not gaps. Get so many things back to this. Run.
Welcome back to Manama, Bahrain, where Gilas Pilipinas is enjoying the hot shooting streak here of Juan Gomez de Leano. In fact, in this game so far, 3 of 4 from beyond the arc. He has 3 of the 7 3-pointers made by Gilas Pilipinas so far.
And is our top scorer with 11 points. 4 out of 6 shooting from the field. Tama ka, yung kanyang 3 out of 5 from deep. Baklase.
Brace yourselves sa isa sa pinakamalaking virtual run ng taon as 7-Eleven Run 2020 turns into a Christmas virtual run for a cause on November 30 to December 12, 2020. Over 40,000 participants will be part of history. Let's all come together to run for a cause and unity. Sama-sama tayong makisaya sa 7-Eleven Christmas Virtual Run 2020.
May konting reminder doon si Coach Jong with Chico. Sinasabi na, don't give Thailand multiple opportunities. Let's fight and get those puzzle board for us. And ito naman si Calvin Oftana, nagpakita rin ng range, scoring his first 3-pointer in the ball game. Coach Jong again happy with what he's seeing. A lot of reminders, minor lang ang kailangan na adjustment. Pati sa offense, sinabi niya, we have to run something and just value our execution offensively.
Dwight Ramos and Isaac Go will check in again. And of course, Calvin Oftana was NCAA MVP. Now, a lot of people are wondering why he wasn't part of that first group, but I'm sure he'll want to remind everyone just how good he is. Thailand strike back with a corner triple of the row.
The best shooter for Thailand. Yan naman yung kanina nabanggit natin na si Chai Sanuk with feet set. He is really going to make baskets pag hindi siya nababantayan.
White Ramos off the mark there. And coach, remember in that first quarter between Thailand and the Philippines in the first game, 21-19 in favor of the Philippines, but Thailand really found their mark from beyond the arc and aren't able to necessarily replicate that here. But we're seeing shades of that in terms of their effort, coach, in the shots that they're looking for.
The second quarter was just a difference maker for us when we outscored them 32-10. That was a huge 22-point advantage in 12 minutes. Pero ngayon, lumalaban ng bahagya itong Thailand. It's imperative for Gilas Pilipinas na parati tayong merong magandang komportable na kalamangan.
Anasawi going inside, unable to finish there.
And Baltazar, again, single coverage defense, was able to foil the attempt of Thailand.
Baltazar now on the other side. What can he do here? Trying to back down. The hook shot, no good. Thailand still down by 10, but they're showing a lot more fight here compared to that second quarter last time around. Trying to get some movement going here. Gambled for the steal, unable to get it. But Thailand unable to take advantage. Gilas Pilipinas trying to find something here from beyond the arc, off the mark, and it'll go the other way.
Shot selection natin doon, napakaagang tira ni Oftana at medyo malayo doon sa range niya. Although nandun si Isaac Go for a possible offensive rebound, itong Thailand doing a good job getting that possession because of a not so high percentage basket by Oftana.
Thailand, once again, trying to end a drought and trying to get the lead within single digits here. White Ramos knocked by that pick. Now a chance for Gilas to go on the run, but they throw it away. Again, you mentioned it, coach, a few unforced turnovers was a problem in the first quarter. Nieto, Oftana, all the time in the world for the shot, and gets the foot.
Yan, medyo mas maganda-ganda yung kanyang balance with the shot doon. Second three-pointer for Calvin Oftana in this ballgame.
Oh, that fast break is brought to you by Enertone. May laban o wala, laging handa.
Nakakatuwa naman itong si Oftana. He was not able to make it dun sa final 12 natin last Friday. Pero ngayon, nagpapakita na he deserves a slot here sa ating bubble in Bahrain. Dalawa yan eh. Yung isa pa ang pinagpahinga in today's ball game, si Mike Nieto pati si William Navarro. At ito nga, ang pumalit si JD Tungkab ng UP at itong si Calvin Oftana ng San Pedro.
Unable to find their mark again from beyond the arc. Talking about Thailand, Nieto starting to break here, giving in that to Isaac Go. Nothing there. Baltazar, good effort inside, but unable to get a shot off there.
Oh, he did not even get the inside position there, but timed it so well to get the offensive rebound. Last touch doon yung Thailand, kaya babalik ang bola sa atin. Itong rason kung bakit ito si Baltazar is talagang highly efficient every time he is inside the basketball court. He talks about the plus 32 in 16 minutes of action. And wow, now showing some range. Itong si Calvin Oftana, his third three-pointer in the ball game.
Well, you know what? That was from way downtown. Talking about Oftana. Sabi mo kanina, coach, maybe that's not his range. Well, he's proving everyone wrong right now in terms of what he can shoot.
Ang importante pala sa kanya, medyo dapat yung feet set. Hindi pwede yung hindi balanse yung kanyang paa pag tumitira siya sa tres.
Elbow jumper there for Thailand, still off the mark. Philippines doing a better job defensively as well. Nieto going inside. Back to Nieto. He tries a three. Unable to get that one to fall. Second chance here for the Philippines. Nieto inside to Ramos. Ramos trying to body his way inside and will shoot 2.
Saktong-sakto lang. Matatawagan ng foul itong si Wong Sawang Tham, as Dwight Ramos was trying to bully his way inside using his massive strength. Gilas Pilipinas up by 16 points. Maganda na naman itong second quarter natin, pero nagbintis na unang free throw si Dwight.
Well, Dwight Ramos not necessarily going to be the perfect night like what he had in that first game. Pero coach, we were talking about yung mga positives sa game because he's not just about the scoring. He's about that effort, that strength, and the type of body he has on the defensive end as well.
And you have to remember, yung sistema kasi ng depensa ni Coach Tap pati ni Coach Jong, kailangan yan talagang kompleto yung galaw ng 5 manlalaro. Yung ball screen defense sila, pati itong full court pressing defense, hindi pwedeng yung sinasabing senyorito, hindi pwede. You have to put in the work at sigurado dapat na meron din kayong quick reaction on switches.
Gilas applying more of the press that we saw from that first quarter. Again, kept them virtually scoreless from the field in the first 6 minutes of the first quarter, talking about their defense from the press. Gomez Deliano now breaking the press of Thailand. What a pass inside to Ramos, and Ramos finishes.
Oh, one fantastic assist pass once again. One Gomez Deliano giving up a nifty assist pass to Dwight Ramos.
Well, that fast break is brought to you by Enerzone. May laban na wala, laging handa.
Now, the way I'm seeing this kids play, talagang the future is bright for Philippine basketball. A lot of anxiety when we decided to bring in a relatively young crew, but they're showing that they deserve to be in this kind of a platform, going up against tough teams from Thailand, which is considered a tough team in Southeast Asia.
Nieto with the finish as time expires. We were talking about how this team, this Gilas Pilipinas group, is relatively untested, not experienced at this stage in Asia, but here they are showing everyone that they can play with the big boys.
53-34, another scintillating first 2 quarters for Gilas Pilipinas, and it's not just coming from guys who started, even yung mga players who came off the bench also contributed handsomely for our cause, led by Juan Gomez Deliano.
26-15 is the quarter score in that second period. Gilas Pilipinas improving on their defense once again. Take a look at this, limiting Thailand to only 21% from beyond the arc and 40% from 2. Again, Gilas Pilipinas also dominating rebounding and assists. Coach, if you're Coach Jong, you're very happy with how you play.
Yes, we're very happy because we're up by 19 points. But the problem really was our turnovers. We turned the ball over 8 times while Thailand only 5. But buti na lang, napakainit ng laro ng dalawang players na nabanggit na natin. Si Juan Gomez Deliano, pati na rin si Calvin of Tano.
Take a look at some of the highlights here from that first half. Again, Gilas Pilipinas getting off to a very hot start here against Thailand. Really with suffocating defense. Their press was something that Thailand had nightmares about, especially early in that first quarter. And Gilas just ran the break almost to perfection as the early part of the game.
11-0 yung run natin dito nung first quarter. Talagang deflating itong kumpiyansa ng Thailand. Akmang dumikit yung laban natin, pero yung ganitong mga good execution offensively, moving without the ball, perpetual action for guys not handling the ball, pretty much part and parcel of the system of Coach Tab and Coach Jong.
Well, as the first part of the contest, Thailand got their points almost exclusively from the free throw stripe, eventually finding their range. They made it close at the end of the first quarter, 27-19. Well, relatively close considering what happened in the start of the game. But then, yun nga, second quarter ulit, Coach. The Philippines found their rhythm and really punished Thailand from inside and out.
And what is so encouraging is the fact that we're shooting so well from deep. Even if every now and then turnovers na yun hurt us a little bit in the second quarter. But the best antidote is really adjust to the mistakes that we had and just keep on playing, turn the page. And look at this assist passes. Cody Paras entered the court again. He did not start out in this ball game, but he was just looking to pass. And itong si Juan Gomez Eliano, time and again, a recipient of timely assist passes from his teammates.
Calvin Oftana, 3 of 4 from beyond the arc. Juan Gomez Eliano, 3 of 4 from beyond the arc as well. So our young gunners are getting it done, finding their range, and really making Thailand pay. Of course, Thailand is not out of this game yet. We've seen it in that first quarter, in their first game. If they get caught from beyond the arc, they can still be dangerous. So it's not over yet here for Gilas Pilipinas, but they do have a 53-34 lead over Thailand at the halftime break. And let's see how they will continue that in the second half.
Comes off the high screen. Far side, 3 is up, it's good at the foul. Dwight Ramos knocking it down for the first time to find that range, haven't they? Ramos makes his first 3, and the one looking around, Nito gives it to this near side. Now Dwight Ramos tries to find some space, wide open look for Malatar, and he has all 4 for the Philippines. And now they'll go to the power game. Ramos still pass to the inside, and the easy finish, it was Ramos eventually on the finish. Control and play, just under 90 seconds left in this first half. Ramos puts it on the floor, the run-up is good, well. Nito will take it, he doesn't get it, but another offensive rebound. He'll take the 3, perhaps they should have recycled that one, but another offensive rebound. And of course, Dwight Ramos is going to finish it off. One boom. Eventually they'll take the top 3, which doesn't go. And you can see the numbers down the floor for the Philippines, 2-on-1. Suwende lays it off the beautiful feed for Dwight Ramos. Gives it over. Now Ramos, corner 3 is good. Well, Ramos to the UAAP system in the Philippines.
I feel good. My teammates passed me the ball. They got me in the right spots. I just try and play, just try and do everything that the coach says. I mean, just today, I guess the ball went in. The next game is probably going to be different. They're going to adjust their game plan. They played us before. So they'll make some adjustments. So we have to make adjustments as well. So you never know next game. It could be tight. You just have to see. We're just out there trying to have fun, trying to follow our game plan. We got to improve and play better.
Qualifying all the way back in February, and that is a cheap turnover. That is what they cannot afford to do, and it's going to be thrown down by Mohamed Hamoda.
Talk about the three, puts it on the floor. Hadar turns it over cheaply, and he'll run out here. And an easy score, good dunk. Sekon, the 19-year-old, gets his first basket. Nice little roll. And the elevation! What a finish! Off 2 feet, switches hands. Great finish from him. Impressive.
Need a 3. 3 seconds to go. Demario Mayfield throws it up and gets it to go. Can you believe it? 0.4 seconds to go, and Demario Mayfield makes the 3.
Trying to find some room. Loose pass. Only one winner here. Aldarwich gets it, goes in, throws it down, and one. Sergio Aldarwich.
Welcome back to Khalifa Sports City in Manama, Bahrain. You're watching the Fiba Asia Cup qualifiers between Gilas, Pilipinas and Thailand. Ako si Paulo Del Rosario and my partner, 3-time PBA Coach of the Year and the Special Assistant to the President of the Samahang Basketball ng Pilipinas, Coach Ran Gregorio. Coach, this first half in particular has shades of similarities compared to that first meeting between Gilas and Thailand, in the sense that Gilas in the second quarter once again stamped their authority in this game.
A scintillating basketball performance for Gilas Pilipinas. You're right when you talk about the second quarter, but I thought it was really a game-long brilliance in the first 20 minutes of action. That is an epitome of great basketball play displayed by Team Pilipinas, and I say that because of the 17 assists out of 20 field goals by Gilas. That is just efficient ball movement and teamwork. And that is why a lot of people are so encouraged with the kind of performance that we played it last Friday and all the way to this first 2 quarters in tonight's ball game. Not only that, I'll talk about the 2-point field goal percentage. We shot 10 out of 18 for 55% and 3-point shooting. Also 10 out of 18 for a similar percentage of 55.5% from deep.
And of course, you take a look at what the Philippines did in limiting this Thailand team, especially on the defensive end. But let's talk about some of the stars that we have seen here for Gilas Pilipinas, especially taking a look at Calvin Oftana, who has been showcasing his range here in this game.
And look at his numbers, 15.6. 8.2 rebounds when he was playing for San Beda. In fact, he was named to the NCAA All-Defensive Team. So he's a two-way player. Not only is he a defensive specimen, but he can also score. In fact, in season 95, he was the most valuable player. He was not able to make the cut nung ating first game. Nung Friday, nung first time natin nakalaban itong Thailand. Pero ngayon talagang nagpapakita na he belongs here because of his shooting from the outside. 3 out of 4 from the 3-point area for 75%. A total of 9 points in just 8 minutes of action for Calvin John Oftana.
Of course, he is doing it all. He also has 3 rebounds and 3 assists to his name. Then again, he is trying to make a case here, Coach, to make sure that next time around, kasama siya sa Final 12 no matter what.
Yun kasi yung sistema rin, the type of profile na gusto nitong si Coach Jong, pati si Coach Tap, together with Coach Boyet Fernandez. Yun bang, you are not just a specialist, kailangan maski pa paano may pagka-generalist ka. Yun, pwede kang dumipensa, pwede kang tumira sa labas. So yun ang mga hinahanap natin. And nice international body for this guy. He's probably 6'4", 6'5", and kayang makipagpangkaan yan sa mga European players.
And nakita naman natin yan sa numbers niya in the NCAA. He is a do-it-all player. In fact, part of the defensive team back in the NCAA. So alam naman natin that Oftana in particular has the skill set here at home and is now showing everyone that he can carry that over on the international stage.
Tuwang-tuwa sigurado yung mga dumagete. Si Dean Kinito Henson nagbigay pa sa atin ng konting insights. Eksakto yung pagsulat niya ng article about Calvin Oftana joining Gilas, and what a way to start your Gilas career with this kind of a performance.
And for those wondering kung anong article yun, it is called Another Calvin Joins Gilas.
Tama ka dyan.
So, Dean Kinito, thank you for that article, and you're welcome for us plugging that article for you. Again, Gilas opening up the half with pressing defense once again. The Philippines opened the game up with an 11-0 run. In fact, they relegated Thailand to only scoring from the free throw line early on in this game. And we are showcasing the same type of defense here to open up the third.
And the game preparation, you just have to be impressed with the kind of defense that we're employing against their usual scorers. You talk about number 27. Itong si Muang Bun, only 5 points so far on 2 out of 10 shooting. He is a marked man. He only scored 4 points against us, but against Indonesia, exploded and scored 32 big points. So you know that he is a deadly shooter from the outside. Pero talagang depensa eh. So doon pumapasok yung scouting report ng mga coaches natin. Shoot na shoot!
Well, of course, I asked you kanina, Coach, sino nga ba yung in charge of scouting report against Thailand in this contest? And sabi niyo, all the coaches.
Of course.
So, good job talking about all the coaches in the staff right now for Gilas Pilipinas. Coach, if there is a point of improvement for the Philippines here in the second half, it might be the fact that Thailand has a slight advantage in terms of second chance points, 11-9. But still, if you're the Philippines and you are a shorter team in general, you have to be able to prevent looks like that for Thailand.
Yes, and 2 things that I believe we must improve on. Itong, as we take a look at this nice move by Jack Rawan. But yung sa ating sinasabi kanina, yung number of turnovers natin, we had a total of 8 turnovers. Tapos hindi lamang yan, yung free throw shooting natin. 3 out of 8 lang tayo from the free throw line for a very low 37.5%. pagdating sa international competition, malalakas na mga kalaban mo, dapat mabawasan mo yung mali mo dahil kung magaling at quality team ang makakalaban mo, like Korea for example, o di kaya China, kailangan mas magaling ka sa free throw, mas magaling ka rin sa pag-handle ng bola.
Absolutely. Have to make every opportunity count if you are Gilas Pilipinas. Again, these young players here, average age 23 for Gilas Pilipinas. And that is practically the rookie age sa PBA. So, kumbaga, these players are still very young, very little experience facing grown men in that category.
And what I like really is yung mga pinili natin mga manlalaro, akmang-akma dun sa sistema na gusto nating gawin. And sometimes you begin to wonder sa dami ng mga galing na mga manlalaro natin, ano bang kailangan natin? Yung pinakamagaling na mga player ba? But this kind of a system that we're trying to do is we want players who will fit in the best doon sa sistema natin, opensa, pati sa depensa, dahil nga meron tayong prototype players para doon sa Fiba 2023 that we will host in, yun na nga, sa Pilipinas magaganap yun, at nandun na yung mga pinakamagaling na mga manlalaro sa buong mundo.
Of course, the opportunity to see some of the best in the world will happen in 2023 dito sa Pilipinas, and a chance for these young men to audition for that role in particular. Off the break there, Philippines on the turnover, getting it through Nieto inside.
And not giving up on the play, almost a turnover once again, but turning it into precious pass of Matt Nieto at the receiving end. Again, of a nice assist pass from a big man.
Trying a shot from beyond the arc is Thailand. Again, a second chance opportunity here for the Thais. They go inside. Well, trying to put Ramos on the poster, but unable to do so.
Oh, Jack Rawan playing more aggressively in tonight's ball game. And itong si Ramos just making sure that he will not be part of the poster.
In fact, I think that was the most aggressive block I've ever seen him make in his young career so far. Well, don't forget, PBA fans, the 2020 PBA Philippine Cup Finals Game 2 between Barangay Ginebra and the TNT Tropang Giga is on Wednesday, 6 p.m. That's live on TV5, One Sports, and in high definition on PBA Rush.
Another guy na kasama talaga sa scouting report natin defensively, itong si Jack Rawan. Dahil nga nabanggit natin siya ang MVP ng Thai League. He is relatively young, only 24 years old. He is 6'7". He scored 15 points against Indonesia, but only 5 against us nung una tayong nagtagpo.
Again, very well scouted na to ng Thai team. And Nieto, well, getting it done here early in the third quarter.
And just so impressive itong si Matt Nieto because of his movement without the ball. A lot of cuts early in the first quarter. Ngayon, yung kanyang perimeter jumper pumapasok na rin. 12 total points for Matt on a 6 out of 8 shooting from the field.
Well, you like the energy that Gilas Pilipinas is playing with on defense and on offense, but in this occasion in particular, the referees may have blown the whistle on Nieto.
It could have gone either way. I thought there was an extension galing dito kay Muang Boon, yung best player nila, pero ang natawagan doon, blocking foul against Matt Nieto. May frustration na itong sinatakan Muang Boon. 21 minutes of action, only 20% from the field and 0 out of 6 from the three-point area.
But if you're a Thai fan, frustrating yung bubble na to for you because you load manage that first game against the Philippines with the hopes of getting over Indonesia in the second game, and despite having the lead for around 18 to 19 minutes against Indonesia, still falling short there, and now facing Gilas Pilipinas team that is well rested and has already the taste of this bubble experience in Bahrain.
Mahirap rin kasi talaga yung naging sitwasyon nila dahil yung kanilang best player na si Tyler Lam, who scored 28 points against Korea, hindi kasama dito sa Bahrain bubble. And you talk about having an encouraging start of the window. When Thailand faced Korea, they only lost by 7 points, 93 to 86. But yung pagkalaban nila sa Pilipinas, yun medyo talagang natabunan sila ng back sign here. Matt Nieto clutching on his left ankle. It doesn't look good.
Nieto possibly stepped on the foot of another player, and we'll get a better look at what happened here. And I think there it was on the turn, and hopefully he will be able to walk this off. Right now, just needing some room here. Again, disappointing because Nieto in particular had a good start here early in the third quarter. Hopefully this isn't too serious, but then not being able to put weight on that foot. Obvious left foot there after that turn.
Parang natapakan niya yung paa ni Jack Rawan dun eh. But obviously not intentional. Yun na nga, yung teamwork pinapakita na rin, yung brotherhood nitong Team Pilipinas. Alam kasi natin eh, medyo matagal sila nag-practice dun sa Inspire Bubble prior to traveling to Manama, Bahrain. So, yung mga ganitong mga sitwasyon talagang ano eh, yung lalapit at didikit yung inyong chemistry, and what a great basketball move once again from Dwight Ramos.
Well, that amazing play of the quarter is powered by Smart. Experience next level speeds with Smart 5G. And coach, that move from Ramos in particular, it felt like the move of a veteran, a grown man who knows his fundamentals so well.
And we're just seeing everything that is capable of doing. Pero ito, block shot from the weak side si Baltasar. Malinis yung kanyang pag-block, pero matatawagan doon si Kemar Carino on the driving na si yung number 31 player nila na si Jack Rawan. Pero yung move na pinambagit mo kanina ni Ramos, kaya pala niya maski yung bang one-on-one, walang help, but he will still score because of his ball skills and ability to finish near the basket. And the reason why he's so hard to guard is he can finish. He's a natural right-handed man, but he can still finish with his left hand. We saw that also last Friday.
Well, of course, he'll still have the chance to go and win a UAAP title with Ateneo de Manila. Again, much to the displeasure of all the LaSalle fans out there, the UP fans out there, everyone in the UAAP, because that is another weapon.
But for now, at least for Gilas Pilipinas, alam natin na talagang he is going to help us, and he will be part of this program all the way to 2023 and beyond.
And if this is any indication of what the potential of Ramos and what the coaching staff sees in him. We've seen him in Indonesia. We've seen him here in Bahrain. It'll be interesting to see what role he has to play moving forward as Thailand get a bucket inside.
Jack Rawan once again, 12th point in the ball game. His 14th point rather is just taking our big man to school. Alam mo, he reminds me of yung bang tendencies rin ni Christian Stan Hardinger, di ba? It seldom goes to his left. Majority of the time, he will just bulldoze his way going to his right.
Thailand manufacturing a few stops here against the Philippines, trying to get back into this ball game. Still a big lead here for Gilas, though, 59-42, reaching the halfway point of this third quarter. Trying to shift this Gilas defense around now, but time running out. Chakarawan going inside, spin cycle doesn't go. Second chance good though.
16 big points for the big man. A lot of second chance opportunities for Thailand, and that is why the lead is down to 15 points. If you're Team Pilipinas, you have to make sure that you gang rebound. You should not give itong Thailand multiple possessions to score a basket.
Well, only 23 years young, this Jakrawan. So, Gilas fans, you're gonna hear the name for a while, and take a look at this. Finding range again from beyond the arc. Gilas Pilipinas saying that, okay, you've had enough.
So the first game of Dwight Ramos was definitely not a fluke. Diba? Itong pinapakita niya ngayon, and just showing everyone yung kanyang iba't ibang attempts, iba't ibang style of making baskets. Ang daming puntos na nito, 13 points na.
Well, Ramos in particular in this second half, coach, looking more aggressive, especially when he's on the ball. Looking for his shot more as well. Shot clock winding down, showing hand, step back three. Not this time. Suerte. Asks for the clear out. Will try to attack him one-on-one. Step back. The hesitation, unable to make that count. Goal. There to clean it up.
Just being at the right place and at the right time. He does not have yung bang athleticism na meron itong si Baltazar, but he is just an intelligent player, knowing exactly angles, positioning, and even anticipating where the ball is going to bounce for offensive putbacks.
Thailand shifting things around, attacking on the drive. They go to Jakrawan again. Well, he has been a handful in the interior, coach.
He's just so strong every time he gets into a position na, kumbaga, comfort level niya. Ang hirap ng istapin. 6 out of 8 also from the free throw line. Look at that once again. A phalanx of defenders from Gilas, Pilipinas. But wala na tayong magawa, kundi foulin na lang siya.
Again, this is a undersized Gilas Pilipinas team. And we have the size disadvantage against Thailand. And so far here in this third quarter, the theme of the Thai offense is to run it through Jakrawan. Of course, Coach Jong with Chico on your screens there. I'm sure very well aware of that.
But ang pinakamagandang ginagawa natin dito sa Thailand is tinanggal natin yung kanilang weapon na gustong-gusto nila, and that is the three-point shot. Only 3 out of 17 for Thailand for 17%. Yung mga pasok sa loob, for as long as it is contested, i-challenge natin yung interior attack nila. Nakakashoot sila, nakaka-foul tayo, pero hindi pwedeng kumonekta sila sa labas.
Thailand had the chance to go on the break, but did not have the bodies. Gilas set their defense once again. Jakrawan going inside, could not finish strong. He had bad intentions there. Going outside. Free throw jump is good. Oh, Jakrawan. Again, he's only 23 years old, showing the Philippine audience here that he will be a handful in the future.
And that is the reason why he is the best center in his country, and also the MVP in the Thai League, because of the game that he plays is just ultra aggressive.
Well, ISAF go with a turnover there. As Thailand now going to Jakrawan again. And a little poke there by Gomez de Liano is judged for a foul. Well, so far, coach, almost exclusively, Thailand have been going to Chantip Jakrawan, and there's one of two things that could happen. One, mag-adjust yung Pilipinas in a sense that he doesn't get the ball anymore, or there's a denial there, or he gets tired, because it feels like that's what they're going for every single possession at the moment.
Tama yan, yung kanilang mga atake, hinahanap nila itong si Jakrawan. But ang amazing feature dito kay Jakrawan is he can actually work with the ball in his hands, or di kaya he can get offensive rebounds. So nakita natin yung kanyang putback na slam dunk. Pero may konting pagod, nakikita mo he's showing signs of fatigue. Yung kanyang pangalawang free throw, pumasok na, pero nahirapan na siyang tumakot para dumipensa.
Well, let's see whether or not that attrition will pay off for Gilas in just a bit. From deep, Suerte, nothing there. Jakrawan corrals to rebound and fouled once more.
Showing signs of life itong Thailand, courtesy of their best big man, Chanatip. Jakrawan with a total of 20 big points. A far cry dun sa kanyang performance last Friday. 5 points lamang ang na-score nito.
Very interesting to see how Gilas will adjust here. Again, Thailand clawing their way back into this one. Chance here to make it just a 14-point lead with a couple of free throws. Gets the first one to fall. Thailand very effective on the stripe so far. 18 of 23 after that bucket.
And in the first 3 games, itong si Jakrawan, ang kanyang average 11.7 points per game, close to 78% from the free throw line. Pero ngayon, ito, unti-unti nang nakakabalik itong Thailand. Coach Jong with Chico, medyo cool pa siya dahil alam niya medyo may separation pa tayo, but we really have to do a better job guarding itong si Chanatip Jakrawan.
Quarter scoring so far in here in the third period, 16-11 in favor of Gilas. So far, this is the least they have scored in this contest. What can Gilas do here? Trying to put more points on the board and get themselves going here in the third quarter. Gomez de Leano going inside and getting the foul.
Timely basket once again. Javi Gomez de Leano. He can be deceptive because you feel like he does not have enough quickness to blow by anybody because of his massive build. But he showed that kailangan depensahan din siya because he has that explosive first step going towards the basket.
Javi Gomez de Leano missing on that free throw. 16-point lead for Gilas. Thailand trying to trim it down even further. Look here from beyond the arc, short. Good naman ng Pilipinas on the break. Tana trying to find some help. Gomez de Leano. Oh, he gets that one a ball.
Ibang klase, timely shot once again. Gomez de Leano this time.
Well, this fast break is brought to you by Enertone. May laban o wala, laging handa.
One in particular, 14 points already. 4 out of 6 from deep.
Well, the Gomez de Leano brothers getting it done. Another turnover here. Gilas getting the foul there. Lahan did not make a play for the ball. So referees, I believe, will have to take a look at that first. So 53.6 left here in the third quarter. Coach, we were talking about how Thailand were inching their way back into this ball game, and all of a sudden, after a few substitutions, so much more energy from Gilas to extend their lead once again.
It went to as low as 14 points. Yung 64-50 na yun because of Jakrawan. Pero timely penetration by Javi Gomez de Leano and three-pointer by Juan Gomez de Leano. And now, dagdagan mo pa ng isang free throw. Swerte canning his first free throw. Yan, medyo tumataas na naman yung lamang natin. Importante yung hindi tayo nagpapanik. At saka yung ipasok naman lalaro ni Coach Jong. Dapat merong positive contribution kasi you take a look at the minutes that they're playing. For example, ang pinakamataas na minuto is Justin Baltazar with 22 minutes. Itong si Juan Gomez de Leano, 15 minutes pa lang nilalaro. Si Javi Gomez de Leano, 8 minutes pa lang. So talagang pagpasok, medyo sariwa pa sila.
Going inside, Javi Gomez de Leano still perfect from the field here. Getting it done inside.
Diyan, ginamit niya yung lakas niya. Talagang inusog niya sa ere yung kanyang bantay doon.
Another miss here for Thailand. Ever since they went away from Jakrawan, they have been unable to make a field goal.
And yung kanilang three-point shooting, atrocious shooting for Thailand. It is now down to 3 out of 19.
Almost a miscue there from Gila. Short shot clock. Suerte. Nothing there. Isaac Go, second chance. Will go to the line to shoot 2.
Sabi kasi, hindi na talaga naman na mataas tumalon to, pero alam niya pong buwesto eh, di ba? Yun ang galing nitong si Isaac Go. Ayan, oh. Alam niya, got an inside possession. Medyo nanghihinayang siya, hindi pumasok yung kanyang putback. Pero pupunta naman siya sa free throw line.
Chance here to extend the lead even further for Gilas. Isaac Go, whose three-point shooting has terrorized the Salians throughout his UAP career. And now it feels weird to cheer for him, Coach.
Para sa Gilas Pilipinas, alam mo, lahat tayo magkakampi. Yan ang gusto ko rito eh.
Absolutely.
Diba? Yun ang talagang feature nitong Gilas Pilipinas. The second most watched sports spectacle ng mga Pilipino. Ang una dyan, of course, Manny Pacquiao, boxing. Git na tayo.
Okay. I had to wait to see where you were leading to, Coach.
Nagulat.
Parang mali yan. Then you said Manny.
Yes.
Okay. Agree na ako. Jakrawan. Again, you can feel that even though he made that bucket, parang nawawala na yung lift niya. They got the buzzer beater to trim it down to 75-52, but that took a lot of effort from Jakrawan. Big lead for the Philippines after a boost from the substitutes. Saw them stymie a Thailand run. They trimmed the lead down to just 14, but now the Philippines extend that once more. 75-52 going into the fourth quarter. Welcome back to Khalifa Sports City from Manama, Bahrain. Gilas Pilipinas with the lead against Thailand after another impressive third quarter. Thailand were able to trim the lead down to 14, but then Gilas, with the help of their substitutes, with that boost of energy, saw them outdo the production of Jack Rawan, who has been fantastic from Thailand inside. They outscored Thailand 22-18, not particularly their best scoring quarter in this bubble so far, but coach, a lot of positives for this young Gilas team in this particular last 10 minutes.
Oh, quite definitely, especially yung kanilang understanding how to play the game the right way. We've talked about the number of assists. Also, we're showing a lot of brilliance, the way they execute their offense. Pero ano medyo nahihirapan lang tayo bantayan itong si Jack Rawan. 24 points na yung kanyang na-score. Napakarami naman. 2 points lang yan ha. 3 beses ulit. It doesn't mean na 6 points yun.
just to be sure, just to make that clear. Now brace yourselves sa isa sa pinakamalaking virtual run ng taon. 7-11 run 2020 turns into a Christmas virtual run for a cause on November 30 to December 12, 2020. Over 40,000 participants will be part of history as all come together to run for a cause and unity. Sama-sama tayo makasaya sa 7-11 Christmas virtual run 2020.
Importante kasi rito, makontain natin yung perimeter players nila. Okay na yan, gumagawa si Jack Rawan, unstoppable shot, 24 points. Pero itong mga players tulad ni Wong Sawangtam, who scored 17 points against us in tonight's game, 0. Nabanggit natin itong si Jai Sanok, also 12 points last game, ngayon 8 points lamang. And Muang Gun, only 7 points. Ito yung tatlong pinakamauhusay na perimeter players ng Thailand. Medyo mababa yung kanilang production.
Well, Thailand, so far in this game, as Jack Rawan scores another 2, only have Jack Rawan in double-digit scoring. The rest for Jai Sanok only with 8 and Watanas Tisin only with 8 as well. They've been almost exclusively playing with their starting 5. Wala pa silang bench points, and from their bench, they've only had one other player with 535. And Gomez de Liano with another bucket. Coach, he's had a great game so far.
And just spectacular. It is not only the number of points that he has scored so far, but also his efficiency from the field. He has not missed 5 out of 5 from the field, 3 out of 3 from 2, and 2 out of 2 from deep.
You know, we're talking about perfect nights. We had one already with Dwight Ramos. And oh, it's not stopping! Another one for Gomez de Liano.
It's just a great sight to see with the level of performance that he has, simply embracing the system of Coach Jong with Chico and playing fantastic basketball.
Well, so far, he has been perfect from the field, as we mentioned a while ago, and has been one of the stars here for Gilas Pilipinas. 15 points, 6 of 6 from the field. Actually, he does have a miss, 1 free throw. Let's ignore that for the moment and focus what he's done on the field.
Oh, give na yan. Okay na yan. Kalimutan na natin yan.
And that is a stop there, or I'm not sure if it will be a foul of Tan. Let's take a look at that one more time, and that may be a foul.
Actually, hindi. Clean block eh. Oh, kita mo.
All right, so great defense.
Di ba kanina nakita natin yung feature natin. Defensive player siya sa NCAA and also MVP. So kasama yung kanyang timing sa pag-block.
Almost a steal there for Gilas, and Jack Rawan again. Boy, oh boy. He's going to be a problem, Coach, once he fills up his frame, once he starts playing with the other top guns of Thailand. He is giving a performance that Gilas fans will remember in the future. Let's say maybe in the next SEA Games.
Swerte nga tayo rito eh. Dahil can you imagine an inside-outside attack kung nandyan si Tyler Lam sa Thailand. Tapos meron kang ganyan ka-consistent scorer inside na si Jack Rawan. It's a perfect attack mode for Thailand.
And you have to feel that this is not the best Thailand team that they could come up with, considering the fact that their starters have played majority of the minutes and they have yet to score a bench point. We'll be right back after this short break.
okay? So we're tracing, okay? So now this guard who's denying is probably going to pick that up. Make sure you're up here. That draws that forward all the way out there. Now, the next pass here.
Welcome back to the Fiba Asia Cup qualifiers where Gilas Pilipinas in cruise control against Thailand, but still they are showing a lot of effort, a lot of energy, and of course we are getting a sneak peek in particular to this man and that amazing play of the quarters powered by Smart Experience the next 7 speeds with Smart 5G. Jakrawan coach again, very young. He is the future of Thai basketball, at least from what we're seeing here. Yun nga, sinabi nga natin that he is basically the Junmar Fajardo of Thailand, the MVP of their local league, and showing us his MVP credentials here against Gilas Pilipinas. Albeit though, down 8-2.
Awesome numbers, 28 points, 9 out of 14 from the field for close to 65%. But if you're Gilas Pilipinas, you take the good and the bad for as long as you make sure that the perimeter players are covered and you're up by 26 points. Mag-a-adjust ka ng bahagya kung paano mo didepensahan si Jakrawan. Yes, but in its entirety, you're still playing good team defense.
Oh, he can hit a jumper too, mind you. Well, Jakrawan, well, this will be the scouting report, coach, for him in the future.
He can do it all. Yun ang nalalagay mo dyan para talaga may focus yung defender niya. JD Tungkap, first time to see action here in this ball game. Another player na was just inserted in this game.
Gomez Deliano, and almost an assist there. And I think that may be his first missed field goal.
He was trying to fish for a foul, pero hindi natawagan ng kanyang kalaban dun.
And then Gilas Pilipinas applying the press once again. 11 turnovers for the Philippines, so only 8 of Thailand. Pero kung napanood niyo yung first quarter, it would feel like it would have been a bigger number. That's how suffocating the defense of Gilas Pilipinas was, as another foul blown on Oftana.
Calvin Oftana again displaying what he's capable of doing in this ball game. 9 points, 3 out of 5 from the three-point area. Yung nagkaroon tayo ng run ng second quarter, kasama dun si Javi Gomez Diliano, pati itong si Calvin Oftana. Kaya binibigyan pa ng opportunity ni Coach Jong Wichico to keep on playing.
Thailand find their way to the bucket there, almost unmolested. That is Nakar Nwaku. Giving it to Gomez Deliano. Operating inside against a smaller man. Has to give it up though. Defonso going in. After Isaac goal. Can't drain the jumper, but second chance here for Gilas. Resetting here. And Defonso on the drive. It's fouled hard. But Thailand arguing. It's on the floor. Of course, the youngest player in this Gilas team, talking about Il Defonso. Big future ahead of him. Again, he has the genes.
I'm just so excited. Can you imagine pag naglaro na itong mga kasamahan ni Dave Il Defonso na naglaro dun sa Fiba under 19. Look at his numbers, 33.3 minutes, 16.6 points, and 5.4 rebounds, 3.7 assists. In fact, in that edition, he was our best scorer. And yung bang excitement level ng bawat Pilipino with this kind of a core, idagdag mo si AJ Edu dyan, ipasok mo si Kai Soto, tapos a few veteran players from the PBA. Speaking of the PBA, we just want to thank Commissioner Willie Marshall and of course yung governors ng PBA, dahil they will always be open in allowing PBA players to join itong Gilas Pilipinas natin. Sa darating na February window, I expect na at least mga 45 players will come from the PBA ranks.
Like Coach, also there is a possibility that yung susunod na bubble gaganap dito sa Pilipinas. Of course, in the media conference that I had the pleasure of hosting and you had the pleasure of guesting in, Coach, sinabi nga that Gilas, the Philippines rather, will bid to host the February international bubble. Of course, using some of the protocols that were laid out in that EBA bubble as an example, as a framework. So maybe soon we will have international basketball on our shores, Coach.
And of course, special thanks to Chairman Emeritus ng MVP, ng SBP rather, na si Boss MVP. And pati na rin ang SBP President na si Al Pandillo na talagang sinigurado nila unang-una na pag bumalik itong FIBA Asia, maglaro ulit in Bahrain, we should be represented. Yun ang una nilang talagang dinesisyonan. At yun na nga, pati yung pag-bid nung hosting sa February, sila rin talaga ang nagsasabing para sa kababayan nating Pilipino na para naman na maging masaya, lalong-lalo na dito sa mga na-experience nating pandemic, basketball will bring a little bit of normalcy in the lives of every Filipino.
Absolutely. Normalcy, a little bit of joy. And Isaac go from beyond the arc. No good there. Baltazar trying to get the offensive rebound, but fouls on the rebound attempt. Of course, a lot of credit has to be given to the coaching staff as well of Gilas Pilipinas, Coach John Michico, Coach Boyd Fernandez, and Coach Tab Baldwin for getting this young group ready. Because, again, the inexperience could have been a factor, Coach, but they are so disciplined in this bubble.
And we've talked about yung coaching resume ni Coach John Michico earlier. Of course, Coach Tab Baldwin, the best coach right now in the UAAP. Can you imagine his win-loss mark? He is actually 49-7 sa UAAP ranks for a very high 87% winning percentage. And that is sa UAAP. And what about Coach Boyd Fernandez? He is actually 79-11 sa NCAA naman for an 87% winning percentage also. So yun ang sinasabi natin when we were trying to construct this Gilas Pilipinas, we were not thinking just yung availability ng mga players. Pati yung mga coaches, talagang sinala ang pinag-isipan ng gusto yan.
Well, Sutisin has now drained his first triple of the game. If we're talking about the adjustments made after that first contest between Gilas and Thailand, it is definitely the fact that they have now zeroed in on some of those three-point shooters. As Isaac Go is getting tangled up there on the other end. Chakrawan battling for a rebound with Baltazar. Well, he is a lankier frame, Thomas Baltazar, but he's managed to get that down. Also perfect from beyond the arc, Gomez Deliano. And that fast break is brought to you by Enertone. May laban o wala, laging handa. So many young stars coming up here for Gilas Pilipinas. And now they have the lead, 87-63 as we go into the break. Welcome back to Khalifa Sports City, the side of the FIBA bubble. This is the FIBA Asia Cup qualifiers. Gilas Pilipinas in their second matchup against Thailand. Getting the job done once again. These young boys, these young players, again, average age of only 23 years old, are growing up right before our very eyes, getting used to senior international basketball. Of course, Thailand with a veteran crew here, with the exception of arguably their best player of this team so far in Chakrawan, really being outclassed in almost every department by this Gilas team.
Pero hindi sila handa eh. Marahil hindi sila, they're not familiar dito sa mga pinadala nating mga players yan. Mainit pa rin sa Chakrawan. Sigurado yan, he will be a marked man in future games na lalaruin natin every time we go up against Thailand. But speaking of Thailand, hindi nila kilala itong mga naglalaro sa sa atin. That is why nagugulat sila eh. At some Filipinos might also be surprised. For example, with the performance of Javi Gomez de Leano, can you imagine 19 points in 15 minutes of basketball action? That is incredible basketball efficiency, and 4 out of 4 from the three-point area.
Again, for those who are not familiar with the players that we sent out here to Bahrain, well, you best remember who we have on the roster. Because most, if not all, have given us highlights to remember in their 2 contests against Thailand as Kobe comes up for the strong rebound.
And I'll tell you a little secret. When we were forming this team, I had to call some members of the press to keep our lineup a little bit of a secret. Dahil nga, wala yung mga big name players natin. So usually, pag Southeast Asia ang kalaban mo, lamang talaga tayo. Sabihin natin kung sino papadala natin. But the biggest advantage we had was the element of surprise. Hindi nila alam kung sino ang ating dadalhin. Kaya ito ang naging resulta dyan. Gulat na gulat itong Thailand sa mga bata at galing ng mga manlalarong Pilipino.
Yun nga, may gamesmanship even at the federation level. And of course, Coach Jong, very happy with what he has seen so far. Again, kudos to all the staff there. Also to Ma'am Yvette Ruiz, who is out there doing so much for this young Gilas team. For those who do not know Miss Yvette Ruiz, well, she is basically the mother of all Gilas Pilipinas teams. In fact, some of them call them mom. In fact, I think Andre Bals also calls her mom. That's how much she helps out this Gilas team, and now she's taking care of this young group in the middle of a pandemic.
And not only that, alam mo, yung bang contribution din ng ating mga leaders na mention natin, si Boss MVP, Boss Al Pandillo, pati itong ating chairman na si Senator Sammy Angara, pati si Vice Chairman na si Congressman Robbie Puno. Sila naman ang nagtatrabaho sa naturalization papers ni Angelo Kwame. So lahat yan nagtutulong-tulong together with Executive Director Sunny Barrios. Yun ang maganda dito sa Gilas Pilipinas. Magkakakampi tayo lahat, pati yung ating mga media personalities. Talagang kasama yan sa ecosystem na ginagawa natin para talagang makasigurado tayo na may advantage tayo pagdating sa international competition.
Chakrawan is not done. Still operating inside. Again, a handful here for Gilas to deal with.
Grabe stat line itong si Chakrawan. 34 points, 10 rebounds. But pagdating naman sa atin, yung mga sentro natin, Justin Baltasar, 10 rebounds also. Itong si Isaac Ko, 10 rebounds also. And Kobe Paras once again hitting from the outside. So yung 3-point shooting natin, which can be an important weapon for us pagdating sa international competition, pinakita natin dito sa first 2 games natin in this Bahrain bubble.
Well, shooting at 48%, a scorching hot 48% here in this particular game. Talking about the 3-point shooting of Gilas Pilipinas. And for those who are wondering, what will the future of Philippine basketball look like? Who will replace those icons that we have here today? Well, you're getting a quick preview of who that might be. Gilas Pilipinas in control here, 92-67 in the waning moments of this contest against Thailand. We'll be right back after this break. We are winding down here in the Khalifa Sports City. Gilas Pilipinas in control, 92-67. But don't worry, you don't have to wait too long for more top-class basketball action. That's right, the 2020 FIBA Philippine Cup Finals resumes for Game 2. Barangay Nebra against the TNT Tropang Giga will be on Wednesday at 6 p.m. live on TV5, on Sports, and in high definition over on PBA Rush. Of course, that series in particular going to be very interesting. Can you imagine mo, Game 1 pa nga lang, overtime na agad? And what a contest that will be. Interesting to see the chess matches between the coaching staff of both Barangay Ginebra and TNT Tropang Giga. But back here to the Bahrain bubble, coach. So much to build on here if you're the SVP, if you're Gilas Pilipinas. Sorry, you are the SVP, part of the SVP. So I'm sure you're so excited by this development here.
And you have to remember, we're seeing yung bang unstoppable offensive production nitong si Jack Rawan, di ba? Dahil medyo nahihirapan din tayo. We have to admit it. Medyo nahihirapan si Isaac ko, nahihirapan din ng bahagya itong si Justin Baltazar. But it is okay. Dahil yung dalawang siguradong that can be part of our Gilas team, parehong malaki yan eh. Of course, AJ Edu at pati na rin si Kai Soto. So, okay lang yan na nakikita natin na meron nagdo-dominate sa atin, pero darating ang panahon na masiskim na natin itong si Jack Rawan defensively.
Again, credit to Thailand. They now lead in terms of points in the paint. 34-30 is the count, and a large chunk of that is due to the performance of Jack Rawan. And again, yun nga, Coach, you mentioned that, and we've been talking about this the entire coverage, that this is a very small team that we sent out here to Bahrain, and still to get it done here against a talent like Jack Rawan really speaks volumes to what could happen for this young group. And of course, Gilas with another point there, and looks like we're going to have another break here with 7 seconds left in the contest. Gilas Pilipinas will go away with the victory in just a few seconds, and right now we're going to pay tribute to some of the best performers of this game so far. Javi Gomez de Leaño in particular, 19.7 of 8 from the field, perfect from beyond the arc with 4 of 4 shooting. Of course, his brother Juan Gomez de Leaño, 14 points himself and 4 of 6 from beyond the arc, as well as providing 4 delicious assists throughout this contest. And again, even if you don't look at those who scored a lot of points here, Justin Baltazar, as we mentioned, 11 rebounds and 4 assists. And Isaac Go, Big Chill, with 10 rebounds and 9 points to go with 3 assists as well. And that'll do it here. 93-69 is the final count as Gilas Pilipinas go perfect in the bubble. They are double bubble winners after taking down Thailand twice in this contest.
And congratulations to Coach Jong with Chico. Of course, Coach Tab Baldwin, yung ating project director ng Gilas Pilipinas, at pati na rin si Coach Boyd Fernandez and the entire Gilas Pilipinas team that went to Bahrain to represent our country.
They made a lot of sacrifices to be part of this Gilas Pilipinas team. The young men putting their reputation on the line, trying to make sure that they impress a demanding Philippine crowd, and they have delivered with a resounding victory, 93-69 over Thailand here, shooting very well from beyond the arc, out rebounding a taller opponent 52-41, and of course that assist number as well is shining if you're the coaching staff of Gilas Pilipinas.
And our top scorers, Javi Gomez de Leaño with 19, Eting Suwan with 14, and for Thailand, 34 big points for their big man, Jack Rawan.
Of course, this contest was not necessarily close here, but Gilas Pilipinas showing the energy, never letting go of the pedal. Thailand, to their credit, found a lot of points inside through Jack Rawan, who will be a force to deal with in the region for years to come. Again, only 23 years young, and has impressed even us here in the Philippines. Take a look at some of the performance here. Ramos with that pretty basket inside, and Jack Rawan again making the Philippines pay for their interior defense here. If there is a point to work on for this young core, it may be learning how to deal with a handful inside the paint like Jack Rawan. He ended up with 34 points and 12 rebounds, and will be on the scouting report, probably on the first page for most of the matches against Thailand for sure. And of course, Gilas Pilipinas, so many positives to think about here. Again, their three-point shooting was off the charts. 16 for 33, 48.48% to be precise. Shooting at a high 45.3% from the field as well. Again, this is one of the shorter teams that we sent out, still out-rebounding Thailand. And of course, the 26 assist is something to smile about if you are a fan of great international basketball from our young wards. Of course, for Gilas Pilipinas, could be a break for them. They will see action once again in February. The venue has yet to be decided, but that could be in the Philippines should things fall our way. We could host a bubble of our own in the Fiba Asia Cup qualifiers. And maybe by then, hopefully, ideally, we will have PBA players as well that will complement this young group here in Gilas Pilipinas. And coach, you have to be happy with what we've seen so far from the young ones. For anyone doubting that our young players could cut it at the international level, well, I present you this.
And there's a lot of reasons for us to be happy. Just great excitement seeing how we want to play basketball in international competition, and the future really looks bright ng Gilas Pilipinas. And this is where we are right now sa Group A. 3 games, 3 wins, wala pa tayong talo. We're #1 sa ating group.
Top of the table after the Bahrain bubble in the FIBA Asia Cup qualifiers. The Philippines are on their way to making sure that they end this group on top. Thank you once again for joining us here on One Sports, and for those catching it on TV5 later on tonight. My name is Paulo Del Rosario alongside Coach Ryan Gregorio. Thank you very much for joining us. Have a great night.